So we're here in Hattiesburg, playing a very good Southern Miss team today. They're one of the most talented teams in the conference, and we've been planning on this game. We came up short. We feel like when we score 95 points in games, regulation games, we should win. But so obviously we have some things to clean up on defense. Let them get to 98, but the team played extremely hard, and they showed growth tonight. In that, when we had down moments, we didn't get down. And that's what it's all about. It's teaching you to fight hardest when other people hang their heads. And so I'm proud of the team for that today. We've got to clean up some things about the dribble drive, guarding it. But overall, I am proud of the team. I'm looking forward to watching film and finding things we can get better at, because it is in these moments when you play a very good team who plays their best, and you can teach a team about the razor thin line between losing a game like that and winning a game. And I think that's important for us down the stretch. Still trying to win a conference championship, that we learned that from this game.
And Coach, you talked about how, wearing Troy on your chest, you're going to get everyone's best. And tonight, it felt like that was the case. Southern Miss, we knew this was going to be an offensive match. Outside of the first quarter, they shot above 50% from the field and all the rest of the quarters. Talk about what it was kind of like to kind of maintain the deficit and then to launch back in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, again, just proud of the team. So we actually did something very out of character for us. And when we got behind by 10, instead of pressing more, we went back to a zone, a half-court zone. And I was, and we got stop after stop after stop, and just dug in and climbed back in that way. And that's very uncharacteristic of us, but I was proud of the discipline of the team to get back and do that. I knew we had time, because when we did that, it was a little over 6 minutes on 11 o'clock, and I knew one stop after one stop we could do it, and they stayed pretty disciplined and was able to climb back in. And so there's another sign of growth right there.
And Coach, down 10 to start the fourth quarter with a jumper from Southern Miss, and then from there the team kind of locked back in. You went to your old reliables, all 5 starters end with double figures. What more could it have taken to get the win tonight?
Yeah, well, we should have established some dominance in the first half instead of letting them drive in the paint and score from the logo so many times. That's the first thing I can think of is one of my goals today was just to really start with dominance. And we started playing really hard, right? We played really hard. I can't fault it for that, but we were not dominant. We had some things we needed to clean up in that first half, especially defensively. So, it was good to see us claw back, but we got to make sure we're in control.
And Coach, rebound numbers tonight, you guys had 26 offensive rebounds. You talk about the insurance. It felt like there was moments where that insurance was the reason why you guys were able to get back into it. And uncharacteristically, with teams in the past, the three-point game was another way that you guys got back into it. Amani, 6 threes tonight. Bias, 3 of them. Leilani Guyon had multiple threes. Just talk about what it was kind of like to kind of see this Troy team use ways of the past and the current ways to be able to get a tough game like this.
We're definitely evolving, right? I don't know of another time. There's never been another year at Troy that I started leaning on the three-point shot to try to come from behind and win, but we definitely did. And Amani and the others did a great job. I actually hit one when they went guard her, when they were all, going to other people. She was wide open and got a shot and knocked it down. So we still believe in our post players. We still believe we have very dominant post players, but it's also nice for the first time to feel that confident in your shooters that you can try to win a game that way as well.
And speaking of those post players, obviously Fortuna had 24 points, 17 rebounds tonight. But another thing that might be overshadowed with the result was Zay Dyer tied Danette for the most in a D1 career for rebounds. Just talk about what it's kind of like to see Zay's progression throughout her career to now be just 1 rebound away from taking that number 1 spot.
Wow, I didn't know that. I wasn't aware of that. I'm proud to say she did not have a good first half tonight on the stat line. She had to do something very different tonight. They start 4 guards, so they had to guard a perimeter play that was a very good off-the-bounce player. And it kind of maybe took away from her scoring in the first half. She was adjusting to that. But the rebounding record is amazing. She set that record, and now she's right there to break the record. And so that's what we're about at Troy, is setting our goal really high. It's really high to be the nation's best. And set the goal really high, and then chart your course on how to achieve it and work every day to get there. And it looks like she's on the precipice of that.
And Coach, final question. You get to go home for the first time in what seems like a month. You guys are going to play in Trojan Arena next week. Just talk about how this team kind of prepares to be in the friendly confines of Trojan Arena.
I just really, really hope that the team can get back to Troy and relax some. Everything has been so intense. And again, just on the road. And when we're on the road, we stay together the whole time in study hall and in film. And we've just been together so much. I hope they can enjoy a day off tomorrow and they get get back in the lab. We play Texas State first, and we hope we have a Troy crowd there. Then we play Arkansas State at the end of the week, and they're the ones who put us out last year, and they're undefeated in conference. They're a very hard team to beat, and we need a home court advantage much like Southern Miss had one tonight.